What it do, tribe? What it do, though, divine? Yeah, I'm back. Once again. Me and my pops, let me slide out the way a little bit. Everybody see this truth. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I just got done cooking dinner, shaved up, took a shower. Gotta get prepared for tomorrow. So, showing up again. What it do, though, collective? Man, I've been resting all day today. Yeah. My ear kind of stopped up. I got a little water in it. I'm gonna have new glasses coming up. These are my first pair of glasses, and they didn't calibrate my vision correctly with the lenses. So, boom, you know what time it is. You already know what to do, though. I got a little something to share for the ones that want to hear. So I guess you have to wait like 3 minutes for people to come in. You just start introducing yourself. So that's what I do. Introduce myself. I'm Pleadian Aikiem. I'm not a Pleiadian, but um, I work with Pleiadians, so and amongst a lot of other things in the spiritual, but in other ways also in this reality, on this 3D plane. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, stick around and you can learn something. So I've been resting all day today. It's cold outside though, so um and this my channel is about helping communities grow financially into the future, helping the humanity evolve as a species, as one. So we start here on YouTube. You can't see my wings, but believe me, I have some. Hey, how you doing? B2 Bomb 3 of 60. You seem like a cool gay guy. I'm not gay. I don't like guys. I like women. I like my peace. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with gay people. If you want to be gay, that's you. If you want to be a killer, you be a killer. That's you. If you want to be a thief, that's you. Be a thief. If you want to be a preacher, that's you. Be a preacher. If you want to be an angelic divine being like me, then be an angelic divine being like me. And then that's you. So, yeah, I'm not gay. How you doing, Loud Square? Lewis Squares. I got on my hand, so I smeared it on the wall. That's cool. I guess you like smearing it on the wall. Sometimes Lewis said sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between a prostitute and a police officer. Lewis said, all I'm saying. I don't really know what you're saying. You in the wrong kind of energy to be on this page, baby, player. I don't know if you're a girl or a boy, but player, I just call you player. Lewis said, you from the 70th, 79th? I don't know what 79th is, but I'm from everywhere. I'm from everywhere. Thanks for the lights, though. I appreciate that. Boom! That's where I'm from. Galactic Beam. Yes, sir. See, over here, I talk about God all day. I talk about that devil shit, too, like you, but not that type of funny, weird stuff. They call it weird, but that's just you. That's what you doing. Like you like to talk like that. Go find some people that like to talk like that. Something. Lewis said something telling me Indian about this guy. Nah, huh. That's what he said. No, hun, hun. I said that shit backwards, player. On some of everything, man. Divine masculine right here, for sure. You probably don't know what that is. But if you pay attention to some of my videos, you'll know exactly who I am and what I am. Thanks for the likes. Boom. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. But thank you for sliding in this galactic space. I appreciate you. Everybody welcome. You can't get under my skin. That's thick skin right there. Player. You know what I mean? You're probably bored, don't have nothing to do. Boom! Thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you. Thank y'all for sliding to this galactic space. Yeah, so that's what it's about. Evolving as a human being. Avery Love's Barbara said hi. How you doing, Avery Love? Boom! How you doing, Avery Love? Welcome to this galactic space. On this cyber plane right here, this 3D plane. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, stick around. You can learn something. Watch my videos. I have some workshops coming up where I'm going to be speaking about helping communities move forward financially into the future, because everybody knows the future is changing. And, with technology and things like that, we can't use old ancient teachings, in schools and expect for us to go into the future with the old stuff. So let's make a way for the new stuff. All we have to do is think it. It's already inside of us. We understand better ways of helping our communities move forward as human beings. We don't need corporate companies, presidents, and all these other things to predict and tell us how to live. You know what I mean? Like you go to Walmart, you in there, you shopping, you supporting what they call, that was the 1%ers, like the Rothschilds and Halliburtons and all those other big families like that thought they had the money. You know what I mean? So we don't have to give to them no more, because like once they receive all the money, where does the money go after that? Nobody knows. You know what I mean? You at the ceiling, then they at the ceiling. With me, I break it through the ceiling and help you lift that veil so you can see clear. And that's what this channel about. You know what I mean? Like coming here and networking with people around the world and helping the world be great again. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm about. And I have the blueprints, and I have the hustle and bustle, the knowledge and the wisdom to do these things. You know what I mean? Not just sit here and talk and tell you how to elevate as a human being. Nah, we need to network. You probably know something about technology. And I know a little something about technology, and amongst infinite things, you know what I mean? Let's just put our heads together, put our spirits together, put our hearts together, put our minds together, you know what I mean? And make things happen for our communities. Because you can only be so rich, and then it's no money. The money is not real. Once you get all the money, if you had $1 trillion right now, you're gonna definitely run into some people, some things that's operating in a south node, which like devil energy. People call it the devil. You'll be around a lot of those people, and then you won't be able to see yourself. So we go through the grind, through the mud, through the flame. So when we raise up and we build these communities, it's not about money. It's about unconditional love, and that's it. And then that's no ceilings, you know what I mean? So we have to leave ourselves open, our minds and our hearts open to receive true unconditional love, because it's flowing through other human beings. People think, God gonna come back. If he came back right now and say, oh, I'm God and making things happen, people still would doubt it, and people be scared. Oh man, that's you want to know how to act, what you're gonna do. Oh, it's God, and oh, you're gonna pause and freeze. If he came up to people right now and just showed up on TV, people start questioning themselves like, man, am I ready to meet God and see God? You know what I mean? You're gonna be paranoid because you're gonna think you need to fix so many things in your life. So it's not like so he just sent people like me that came through the flame, they have backgrounds like everybody else around the world. And then we can um, understand what we like to say the collective, that's tapped into the unknown. We like to say who understand, understand, and overstand this life living as a human being, what it's like. So we've been through hard times. So people can come here and say whatever they want to say on here. Like, I've done so much work. I've been around so many different type of dark people. It don't bother me to hear somebody saying silly stuff in the chat. They could be silly. I just smirk and giggle and laugh to myself like they're gonna get left behind. You know what I mean? It's not time to play. We on the divine order. You know what I mean? So it's like we gotta usher in the kingdom of heaven coming upon the earth, and like who gonna do it? We gotta do it ourselves. It's like ain't nothing coming to save us. Jesus left the Holy Spirit, or Buddha, he left his spirit. Uh, Shiva left their spirit. Virgin Mary, Mother Mary left her spirit. Like, you know what I mean? Yeshua, we like to say, left the spirit. Most High left the spirit. Like, that stuff moving around right now through individuals like me. And if we don't claim this space, um, we're not gonna have no space. Somebody that's gonna take over this space. You know what I mean? And this reality. It's not in a fairy tale world where everybody gonna, oh, you gotta pray and ask God, to do it for you, or oh, you gotta pray about it and leave it alone, and you gotta keep praying to God. Just keep praying to God. He gonna do it for you. But then it's like if I keep doing that, it's like I'm begging God, and I know He have a lot of other things to do. So let me pause and wait on it, no matter what my situation is, because it's always somebody out there with a worse story than we have. So we have to be respectful of that and say, hey man, let me not be so selfish when it comes down to dealing with God in the spirit, dealing with the divine or the angels and stuff like that. Because God has something He's doing in the sector of the universe. It's just not about humanity. It's bigger than that. You know what I mean? So we can't just think we're gonna be out here and it's just it's just us as a species and we the only thing that's in the universe. Man, come on. It's way too many planets just in this sector of the universe here. I mean, other planets live. There's some other dead planets out there. They communicate and things like that with each other and all of it's this thing is infinite. So that's why that's why there's a lot of different stories about God and stuff like that. And if what's what we're moving into coming up into the future. So these are the type of things I speak about on my channel here. I'm not a content creator. I don't create content to make a million or get a paycheck from them. Like, nah, I don't do that. But I do like to network with other individuals here around the world through this channel. We can help our communities. I can be in America, you can be in Africa, and we can help form financial markets and systems for our local communities. And while connecting and networking with other individuals around the world through their local communities, with our local communities. This can be done. It's going to be done. It's going to happen. And I'm going to be showing that. I'm not just going to be sitting here talking about it, but things are, shifting and changing and aligning me so that way I can do it the correct way. So it's already within me. Like I already have this experience. I've done this. I have a background in, when I speak about produce and logistics, I have a background in. I'm 49 years old, so I definitely have about 49 years of experience in, like produce because my family was migrant workers. And that's what we did. We worked picking oranges, apples, cucumbers, tomatoes, bell peppers, pears, peaches, prunes. We grew up doing those things. We would travel from Florida all the way up to New York through other states, and we'd stay in Florida. That's where we was from. We would pick oranges there, and then once it gets close to the summertime, like around I guess June. We pick oranges until like I think to like May, and then I'll get out of school, and then we would go up to North Carolina like in June, and then we would pick potatoes and um, peppers, cucumbers. Then we'll go to Maryland, do the same thing. Then we'll go to New York, pick apples and pears and cherries, um, blueberries, um, pumpkins, cabbage, all those other things. So I have a background in this system that I'm putting together. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be done. So I have a lot of years experience in it, and I can bring in other people that has more experience than me, and that's my plan. And I know how to find those people. So with me going into the produce market and becoming a broker, I know the farmer lingo. I can speak with other farmers and talk to them, and they start to learn my background, where I come from when it comes to buying produce from farmers. Yeah, they're gonna deal with me because they know I know the process. You know what I mean, and I understand what they go through, so I can help them financially, and that's what it's about. That's the most important thing, is helping the farmers with me, and then helping the local communities. Yes, I may be the middleman, but I can't just get rich. Think I'm gonna get rich just off of produce. I want to be the biggest produce, distributor in the world. No, I don't want to do that. Our communities can be um, have abundance of um, produce and enter the financial market and be a big factor in certain communities. Like where I'm from, like Orlando area, we were known for oranges. So, to me personally, I think I my opinion is Florida oranges are the best oranges in the world. You know what I mean? So, and they, really used to produce a lot of oranges, but a lot of the oranges died because the way they was taking care of the groves. They call orange groves. So um, and then now since they've died, they just um, didn't grow there no more, plant there no more, and put up neighbor like subdivisions, built communities on that land where we used to harvest oranges. So, and a lot of this is happening, and that's a big market for the real estate, the real estate sector. Excuse me. So, um, yeah. So, um, Orlando was known, like Florida was known for oranges globally, and so the local communities there are known for producing the best oranges or the orange juice in the world. So, um, that's what I mean when I say that. Like if you go to California, they have Sunkist really good, or the oranges over there. But I don't. My opinion, I like Florida oranges a lot better than California oranges. California oranges are good, So that's what we could do, is help the local farmers, so we can help our communities, and we can show our communities like, hey, this land, we can harvest on this land and sell throughout the country, instead of this land just sitting there. Somebody just, have 200 acres and put a fence up and put some cattle out there, and just to save on paying taxes on that land. Why you want to do that? And you can, you know what I mean, create wealth with that land. You can generate wealth like weekly once it's harvest season. So, and it gives people jobs. And this is what I'm going to be having. This is what I'm going to be speaking about and showing you in my workshops coming up. So they're going to be coming up really soon. And once I get started doing my workshops, I'm going to continue to do my workshops, and I'm going to show you how I buy produce and sell it. Like, I'll give you the blueprints and show you how you can do it. And if you can do it on your own, if you can. I mean, unless you want to, or else you can join the 369 Galactic Empire Federation, and we can all link up together and just keep networking, because we have to have another human being to network to live. Somebody got to have a truck or drive a truck to deliver these goods. So it's not like we can't not communicate and not like people. I don't like people. Well, if you don't like people, go over there with the people that don't like people. So, that's what it's about, growing local communities. Because we have to evolve as a species. We have to take our communities back from the big corporates, from the big time bankers, and all those other people that's really keeping us trapped into a position where they want us to be. And they not for us at all. And they make money off us living for so long and then dying. So like they have things like they want you to pay life insurance, and you got to pay. You can get a $50,000 life insurance policy. You use that for credit and all that stuff. Why you need to do that? If you pulling in 5,000 a month by going through the process, I can show people where you can make you 5,000 a month and work your regular job. You don't need 401k. You don't need life insurance policies. If you can make $5,000 a month, yeah, you can go ahead and pay a funeral home. Hey man, let me give you 10,000 to to bury me or whatever, and then you just pay it out of your pocket. It only costs you 2 months. Saving your $5,000 that you would make with your own business while you're working until you want to these step into these positions and lead people and lead communities. Then you will be at the level where you have your own business and you can employ people and things like that. And you just show them the same thing basically. Some people don't. Everybody don't want to do it this way. Some people just like to work, go to work and go home and be happy. So we have to show them how they can make financial decisions and enter into financial markets in the local communities to help them thrive with their generation thrive. And we just keep growing this way, and it's gonna happen. This just like phase one of many different phases of things that I have that's planned by the Most High, but He just gave it to me to say, "Hey, I just see it. It's easy. I've lived through it." So, all these different phases are going to help humanity evolve as a species. And once people start getting on board and start speaking to other people, they're going to see this truth. So, you can't get worried and scared because of what other people say. Just pay attention to yourself and the people that support you, that are more like you, and they can show you truth instead of showing you games. And they'll say one thing, and then next thing you know, it'll be another thing, and it won't be for your best of interest. So it'll be for their best of interest. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. So I just keep showing up here on live, and this is the way in my life the Most High is moving, and the people that want to network with me, that's what you're dealing with, source energy. And as I keep accomplishing goals, putting work into my endeavors, you're gonna see that I mean truth. And I'm about truth and righteousness for the greater good of all, not just for a certain family. Like this planet really is kind of in trouble as a planet. They speak about global warming, but it's a lot of other things that's going on. If we don't raise our vibration, then we're gonna run into some trouble. And some people already are going through it now because of the horrible things they're facing when they're in captivity at this time, or you know, things like that, in war-torn countries, and people are getting like injured from warfare and losing their lives from warfare. And you have a lot of orphan kids that's out here that don't even have a family. And there's thousands of them in one place and don't have nobody to really help them out. They're starving. There's a lot of people that's starving in bad situations right now around the world. So, and it's our responsibility to help these individuals. And so, this channel is we're gonna be moving into networking with people around the world so we can have an impact with the way the 369 Galactic Empire and Federation is moving. And it's going to happen. They can't stop it. Yeah, people are going to be pissed off and mad because, like, how do they learn this secret of how to do this stuff and that, and like, and take our stuff back and take it back away from the corporates and trying to, you know what I mean? Like, nah, we're not doing that. We're not just giving our stuff away no more. We got to take it back. Yeah, God gonna do it. Yeah, like with people like me, he sent people like me to wake up at this time and to help the masses around the world evolve. Not just here in America. That's where I live. That's where I'm from. I don't know um, about other places around the world other than on TV. I've been to Puerto Rico. It was okay, but I didn't get a chance to learn the people because I didn't speak Spanish. So, um, but there's a market everywhere around the world in your local community. We just overlooking it. And now, with the scrolling um, academic epidemic, it's a strolling epidemic now. So with the strolling epidemic, you really, you know what I mean, taking in so much information, you don't know which way to go. Things changing. And they really changing very rapidly. Just I can see it and I know it. People like me can see it. They know it. My tribe, we know it. So we bring in the collective here on this channel and help you level up your lives. And it takes doing that. It takes a financial process that you're gonna have to implement in your life, so that way you can relieve some of the stress and tension off of you and your family financially, and that'll help you with making better choices and decisions for you and your family and your community. So these are the things that I'm going to speak about in my workshops. I'm going to be showing you these things, like this can happen. And I'm going to show you how I do it. So I can, show people how to do these things, but that don't mean you could do it. I mean, because for one, you're going to feel like, oh yeah, I can do this. But then when you turn around and look at reality, because I'm just telling you a story now, but then when you turn around and look at reality, like where would you start? Like you would start doing something, then like who would you reach out to? If you reach out to the people that I'm speaking about, let's say like the farmers, do you know what to say to the farmers? Do you know how to get this produce from Florida to California, California to Florida, New York to Florida, Florida to New York? Do you know how to get this produce there, or let's say to China, to Brazil, to Africa? Do you know how to get this produce there? Do you know how to buy produce and buy things from those other countries and get them shipped here and everything? I'm an expert at these things. So I'm just looking for other people to grow with, other individuals. That's why I call everybody here that's subscribed, and definitely the ones that's going to be working with me and networking with me. I call you my collective. And me and my tribe, we understand, overstand each other spiritually. And then we move like that and start helping the collective and other individuals understand the process, what humanity is going through and gonna be going through in the future. If we don't take it back, if we don't take our communities back, what we're gonna do? Stay complaining, stay putting other people in the same positions to govern us? Why do we need some big time president to govern, or some senator or governor and mayors? Like mayors can be okay, something like that on a smaller scale, to make laws, and they can make laws, and they never been through nothing. They never sold drugs or did drugs, probably so they say. They never been around, you know, bad people. So how do they know just by other people making mistakes and going to jail, and then they don't do it because they don't want to be like them people, and then so they don't know, so they make laws based off the statistics of people getting in trouble and going through these processes of breaking laws, and now they go through another process of making laws to stop this law, stop that, which a lot of laws are good. I mean, you have to have law here to protect people. So you do end up having casualties of that battle, individuals that are casualties of that battle in that, you know, judiciary system. They get lost in there, and they be innocent, or they make the wrong decision about the wrong person, and then they end up spending too much time in the judiciary system. They end up spending more time in the judiciary system than they should spend. And then when they get out, then what do? You leave them on their own. Their family not gonna support them because they barely supporting themselves. And then you back out and you're looking like, man, now more than likely if you're a guy, you got to get out and get with the woman because she's more established. And I'm speaking for melanated American human beings. She's more established, so she can have a relationship with you. And then if you're not careful, you can just make a baby. And then if that don't work out, then you find somebody else. You make a baby with that person. And then if that don't work out, then before you know it, you do that 3 or 4 times. Now you got kids from 3 different women or 4 different women. So we don't want to do that. So how do we help people in situations like that? The 369 Galactic Empire Federation gonna help guide individuals, no matter what color you are, or what nationality you are, what background you come from. If you want help, we're here to help. And we're gonna help people in truth and righteousness for the greater good of all. That's all we ask for in return, is just unconditional love. That's more than money. True unconditional love and support. That's it. All of us have an important role on the planet. The ones that want to, work with the kingdom of heaven coming upon the planet, or let's say you want to go to heaven, you got to network with each other in reality as human beings, not from reading books. And then that's guiding you, telling you how to do things. Yes, it's a tool to help you work on your growth. And then once you get to a certain level, you'll find yourself, you'll know yourself. And then spiritually, as you start moving spiritually, then you'll know when you're connected to the right people, because you can see them spiritually first, and then you can look at their physical, and then you know what I mean, you can deal with them, and then you're networking. But you just got to stay open, let it flow, because I can run to someone spiritual like me and communicate with this person, and with me, my energy is so elevated and so big that they would back away. They would start second guessing themselves. So it's a little different for me because how far I've came. So it's lonely. I wouldn't say, I'm at the top, but I wouldn't say I'm at the top to be bragging. Like, I worked hard to get here, and I have divine connection in the physical. Definitely the spiritual, that's what I am, a spiritual human being. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. So while I'm having this human experience, I'm looking at everybody else that's in dire need of God to show up in their lives, Um, I want to help. No matter what, like I don't care what I have to do. If this is what I have to do, this is what I have to do. I don't want to hold a title saying I'm the son of the Most High, like, and that's it. Like I'm gonna walk around like, oh, and everybody praising me, bowing down to me. Hell nah, man. Nah, like the Most High don't want us to just praise, like begging Him and bowing down to Him. Why? Why? And you know that source of all, the creator of all things, that source. Like He don't like He. What do you think everything ends up going to, and what it basically actually comes from? His understanding, and like I can't go into too detail about that because that's some big ass energy right there. Like this little weak vessel right here can you won't get it. You know what I mean? I can start saying some things, and people definitely not gonna agree. And I don't want to mislead people and make them think when I'm speaking, when I speak about God and stuff like that, this is the way you're supposed to go. You can go whichever way you want to go. Like you may have to go the dark path, like we call it dark night of the soul. You have to go through that and go do your shadow work and things like that, to, and work with your consciousness and all these other things that you have to do. And if you're tapped into your spiritual essence, divine essence, some kind of way, you understand what I'm speaking about. So I'm not here to preach. I'm here to network, not to get paid off YouTube. I'm looking to get paid with my collective on here around the world. Let's make some money, man. You know what I mean? Let's make some money, man. Let's build some businesses that we can be proud of. Now, communities can be proud of these businesses also, and be graceful and thankful that we always able to work together, and thanking God that way. Like, man, thank you, God. I appreciate that, man. And leave it alone. Like, to the next thing, because it's always going to be something else. You can be appreciated and grateful for having, some businesses helping your community grow into the future. And you can be proud of that as a collective, in your communities. And stuff just turn on. I just start speaking. It's like people say, "Oh, I channel this, channel that's kind of like that," but it's just already innate. It's already innate. It was just, my gift and I'm using it by showing up here speaking. So I don't mind the guy getting in here saying, "Hey, look, are you from 79th? I don't even know what 79th is, buddy, player." So I don't have to prove myself. I don't have to change the way I think as my own individual human being and change my character to satisfy other people, other individuals' understandings, understanding, overstanding, and the way they operate and think. I can't shift my mindset and my consciousness to change to please everyone else so they can be comfortable. Hell yeah, you're gonna be uncomfortable coming around this type of energy. So, um, and I protect that. I don't force myself on anyone, and I don't like to speak down on people. But I will talk my shit. If you know what I'm saying. If you fuck with me, you're like, yeah, I'll be like that. That's why I ask kids to be with your parents when you're watching this, my content, because I do say some cuss words, and I do, you know, have to face dark stuff on here, and talk a little shit, you know what I mean, and be serious about it and stand up in truth and righteousness when it come down to that. Like people say cussing, oh, don't say them cuss words, like that's sin, and cursing is sin. But why would they make the word up? Who made the word up? The same people that made the religious stuff up made the words up. And now they want to tell you that you learn how to say it, now they saying that's a sin. Like, whatever, man. sometimes you gotta match the energy. You know what I'm saying? Like let people know you ain't fucking around type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Sometimes you have time to listen to people that's lost and confused, and they sound dark and sound all crazy and all because they just confused. Your heart goes out to them. You just try to work with them, but then when you work with them, you pull it back, and then they'll try and communicate with you again. And if they keep playing them games, all right, I tried the first time, then I pull it back. I didn't disrespect you. We just kind of had a little change of words, but the second time you came around, like, oh, you ready? I can help you out now. Like, yeah, I'm ready. And then they change and start doing that stuff again, and you like just stop talking to them. Like from there on, like you know what you, you know what I mean. You got flowing through your vessel when it comes to dealing with individuals that keep doing that type of stuff, playing those type of games. And you have to stand on business when it comes to that. Like now, you just burnt your bridge with me. If I don't keep it like that, you're gonna constantly steady take advantage of me and try to make me take something that don't work in my life, in my consciousness, in my heart, in my spirit. It's not comfortable to me. You want me to want to force it on me to thinking, nah, player, I ain't gonna do that. Stuff serious out here, man. When you're a divine angelic being, like you know what I mean? Like we on assignment. We on a mission, and there's lots of missions that we have to go through. So it's not just one big mission. We on assignment. This your assignment to cover these missions when they come up. So then when it's one mission, we finish that mission right there, and then another mission come up open. Then we assign to that mission. Then we just keep doing that. We're not here to force nobody to do nothing. But if you want to play, yeah, you got something to play too, just like you. But really, only thing gonna happen if you, you know what I mean. If you're not too threatening, but you still want to play games, only thing it's gonna do is just flip it and make you play games with yourself, and then you're gonna do things to yourself. But then you're gonna want to blame somebody. Then you're gonna look around. Oh, I did it to myself. Yeah, boom, deal with that. That's mastery right there. That comes down from the Most High, from Creator, man. You know what I mean? People have people like me have a lot of things that's working with them right now this time to help make sure they accomplish um, their missions that they're assigned to. So like when I'm assigned to a mission of coming on here, I got to make sure I stay the course when it comes down to my mission. And this is what I'm assigned to, like to come here and be on YouTube speaking and talking. Because everything I speak about and I talk about, I'm gonna be showing it in reality. I can't come here and tell you to meditate and try to get into quantum fields and quantum rounds and all this other stuff like that. Man, I don't even know about that kind of stuff. I hear people talking about it and things like that, but I don't know what that means. You know what I mean? So, man, that's why I just keep working on me. That's all I do. Keep working on me. And I have to keep working on me. I have to keep healing and keep moving forward. If I stop now and then just let God do it, is God gonna keep talking for me on here? No. He's gave me the tools and everything that I need to be a human being, an individual, and speak my truth here on this channel. And I have to do it for myself. I don't want to do it. I just stop doing this. And I'm like, hey, I don't want to do that no more. But there's a reason why I'm here. There's a lot of different reasons why I'm here on live. It was because a certain reason what started it, but now it just branched off infinite ways. You know what I mean, like a tree. So I just stay the course, no matter what. You get you'll get a lot of people that'll try to misguide you and things like that. But once you get that, nothing can't stop you. But your damn self. That's why to be you versus you. That's why to be me versus me. So it's like really me versus me every day. Because if I don't get up and pay attention to these things and keep living the life that I'm living, now I'm at this point, this level, speaking about being a divine angelic being, like I can stop and like, man, I just want to go back to being a regular human being. Um, I just wasted tools and gifts that the Most High instilled in me. I just so everything what I did in my life it'll be for nothing if I if I pivot at this point and say, man, I don't want to do this no more. Like I won't do that. I had a choice like 3 years ago to take this journey or not. And I was okay, and that's one thing that was a beautiful part about it because it was a choice. It wasn't like they making me do this. Like this is my free will, just like everybody else's. To come here and speak and talk and share my truth here. So it was a choice then. Um, when I stepped into this journey of waking up to who I really am, I didn't have to. Like, I could have stopped at a point, and they was coming back asking me, "Do you want to keep going?" I'm like, "Yeah." They were like, "Yeah, we knew you would keep going." You know what I mean? I'm like, "Yeah." Like, like I don't know. It's the unknown. Like, shit got ugly, man. Like, weird, crazy. Like, I could have went crazy. It was hard. Like, I could have died. Like, not in a way that wasn't fair. You know what I mean? So, which I don't cry about it. I'm over it. I mean, I was crying at the time, like, because I was going through so much, man. Like, whoa, there was a lot going on. You know, I hear people saying, like, when you tap into the unknown and then you start traveling that life, living that life, and enter to the unknown, you brave. Which, yeah, I guess you are, huh? You know what I mean? Like, if you want to say that, like, yeah, take bravery. I tell you that. Because you're going to deal with a lot of different things in your life. And it's very uncomfortable because you won't have anyone to talk to. And then you have like weird stuff coming in your life. And like, and then you can get scared in a minute now. You know what I mean? There's times I'm like, whoa, like, what the heck? But I'm like, fuck that. Man, yo, man, what's up with this right here, man? Like, yo, like, you know what I mean? What I need to do? Like I gotta take this. I take it. You know what I mean? You want me to drink that poison? I drink it. You want me to eat that poison? I eat it. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Like, cause I knew I'm like I didn't do nothing wrong. Okay, God got me. You know what I mean? When the dark dark things started trying to infiltrate my reality, my dimension, my life. You know what I'm saying? And when it got like that, I just stayed the course and I kept just doing me no matter what. They had their own agenda to try to, you know what I mean, uh, make it hard for me and turn a lot of people against me, and blocked a lot of things out of my life, stuff like that. And now I can do this in my office. Woo! Wait a minute, let me do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? I can do that in my office now. That's what I love right there, man. I did that the other day. I'm like, man, you know what? I've been waiting to do this. Spin around in my chair. You know what I mean? I want to do that when I was a kid. You would get in trouble for doing that. And that's cool. That's fun. You know what I mean? I enjoy that. That's my inner child. You know what I'm saying? To be kicking in. Boom. So, you know what I mean? I don't mind. Yeah. So, that's me in a video. Come here sharing my truth. So like moving forward, I don't need no moderators or nothing like that. I maybe will if they spam too much. For the spammers, yeah. But the people talking like this, how they talking in here, care nothing about that, man. Care nothing about it. Cheers. Water. I be having a lot going on, man. A lot of eyes on me. It's actually um, easier to deal with going through this journey with the unknown, journey into the unknown. Then you start speaking about what they call aliens, other beings and ships and all that. Hell yeah, they here. Ain't never got to sit and play with nobody when I speak this truth. And that's for the ones that, you know what I mean, that has their own agenda and don't want this process to happen. That's there for them. Not from a collective though. What's up? Boom, what it do though collective? What it do though tribe? What it do though divine? You know what I'm saying? That's not for them. Like this stuff don't want us to tap into our divine essence, tap into our divinity, man. If you want it, you got to go get it. That's all I can say. We can help guide you, but how I'm gonna be around somebody that want to, you know what I mean? They see something different. I can't make them. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna go over here and keep going another way. You know, just move away, moving around them because they're not ready yet. And some people may never be ready. I don't know, but I don't have time to slow down and try to convince nobody to um, take in the things that I speak into their reality. Can't force it on you and say this is what God said. This is what He command. He don't command nothing, man. He just work with you in a way. You just have to pay attention to it, and you have to really know yourself to find this. You know what I mean? This path of seeking your higher power, whichever one it is, because it can be different for other people. Because some people, and it's a lot to this stuff, man. We can't just sit here and tell people um, this what God said and you must do this or not like. But it's reality. Like if you want to join the 369 Galactic Empire Federation, and then we work a certain way, and we work with the energy of source, and we move like that, and we help local communities grow their. We help local communities evolve into a more advanced human being, and that way they work together as a collective in their local communities and grow their local communities, and other communities will follow. And then next thing you know, we'll be really moving towards the kingdom of heaven coming upon the earth, because everybody can now move in a space from with a spirit, and then and move from a space of unconditional love, and just keep putting that out, and then other people receive it, then they put it out, and then other people receive it, and just keep doing that. Then it's like the infinite. You know what I mean? Like that. Like um, there's a lot going on. There's going to be a lot of things I'm going to be sharing um, um, here on this channel. This channel's going to be here. I'm not going nowhere. I have to show up. Like I didn't want to come here tonight. I'm like, let me get up and do this channel. You know what I'm saying? Like so. I don't know what to talk about or speak about. Like I don't have any real true followers just yet. I'm not networking with anyone yet on here, but it starts small and then it grows and grows like, everything else. Like a tree. So I just come here and sit. I usually would have not cooked before I started the channel, and then I start the channel, then I start cooking. I'm like, well, I'm a little hungry, and I'm finding my niche when it comes to me um, showing up and how I need to deliver my information through this channel. So things have changed that way. So I have to really, I have to wait on divine guidance. So, and I know that because I'm here. I didn't want to come here, man. Like I was like, what I'm gonna say? Like, I don't sit around and contemplate like coming on this channel. When it get close to the time I come on, like usually in the evenings now when I'm doing my lives, it's like knock knock, like it's getting close to that time. Oh, okay, let me get up and prepare myself. So I just let it flow. I don't, I don't have anything written down just yet because I'm really gonna save that for my workshops. Then I can come here live, and from the workshops, if people want to ask questions and things like that about the workshops, and then I can answer people questions and stuff like that, and meet new people through the channel. Everyone can communicate through this channel. That's what it's for. That's how you really make uh, money off the channel. Like you can't wait for YouTube to pay you. Like I'm only giving up my time, my space, and my life for putting my content on here. Like I don't want to give it to them for free, and they make money off of me. Like everybody uploads or go live on this channel, start a channel, start doing what I'm doing here. So I don't want to be trying to constantly focus on making content here, and then in 20 years later, I'm gonna still be a content creator on YouTube. I don't think so. Like what I'm gonna do 20 years from this date. This day is December the 21st. So what am I gonna do 20 years from now? So I use this as a tool to communicate and network with people around the world because it works. So I can in 20 years we could be have grown and start our own platform. You know what I mean? Somebody here can think of a platform or whatever, and then like the collective here, we'll support them financially and go in and say, hey, okay, boom, go ahead, do it. You know what I mean? Like we'll support you. You know what I mean? With unconditional love first, and then we just do that. Cause if somebody come in here and you think you're gonna lose money, like you gotta, yeah, it's gonna happen. You're gonna lose money. That's how you learn from loss or going through hard times and stuff like that. Like to get to where I am, I had to go through the ugly shit, the dark shit. You know what I'm saying? Then all the good things too, along with that. So I can't say I don't want to be around sinners. You can't sin, and that's that and the other. Like you needed that. You know what I mean? All the bad things you've been through in your life. That's a tool to help you. You know what I mean? With your now that once you get grown, but that's for grown folks. Like what I'm speaking about for grown people, because I do find younger kids here that find a way into the channel when they're supposed to be adults. Like it says for no kids, and I press that button, but I don't. I don't like to push them away, but I curse and stuff like that, and the things I'm speaking about, they're not gonna understand these things, and they parents, and they may some kids actually catch on to my spirit that's been in here and subscribe things like that. And they respect the fact that I would say, I prefer you to, watch my channel with your parents because I'm an adult. They're a kid and they shouldn't be paying attention to adult like things that I'm talking about. But they do, so I can't knock them for picking up on me spiritually. Like that's a great thing. Boom. That's that's beautiful. So, and that's what time it is. So so I can't avoid the kids coming on here. So I do have to be respectable. And even though I say my little cuss words and things like that, but that's only speaking to their energy over there. You know what I mean? I ain't scared of it. I don't worry about them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, um, it's good for parents to, if their kids pick up on me and can understand, in which I've communicated with some kids on here and they did. And I'm like, whoa. Oh, I'm in my teens. What are you, like 12, 11 or 12 years old? And they feel what I'm talking about more than adults. So, and I'm like, wow, that's beautiful. But like I say, like, they need to communicate with their parents. Is this something I should be taking in, or not? And if I if it is, then which way I need to go with and look at it, and then they can explain to their share. They can share with their kids their thoughts about this content that I speak here. This this content that I bring to this channel. So respectively, and that's where I move, and I take that dead serious. I love kids, and we have to protect them and watch them, like, cause there's a lot of things going on out here, especially with technology and stuff like that. They're exposed to a lot more, and kids are smart, man. Like, really smart these days. So it's been like an hour. I think I'm not gonna be on here much longer. I gotta get up. I got a long day tomorrow, super long day tomorrow. So I made my dinner for tonight, and then now I'm gonna go. The rest of my dinner that I have, I'm gonna make it turn into my lunch for tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna have to spend money maybe on eating out tomorrow night. Tomorrow, like in the morning, I get up and make me. I got some oatmeal, so I get up and make me some fried eggs and that, some oatmeal in the morning. Eat that, and then hit the road and go to work. And tomorrow's gonna be like 18, 19 hour day. So yeah, it's gonna be a long one tomorrow. And I've been sleeping all day, so I'm really not tired. I'm anxious and I'm ready, you know what I mean, to get up and go out here and go to work tomorrow. Because this my life going in a new direction with me starting this job here, and it's gonna open up a lot of things for me. So, and it's definitely gonna open up space for me to be able to really focus on my workshops and then focus on setting up my businesses. So I do have until January to really set my businesses up. So I'm looking to more like February. I'm gonna have my total business all the way set up, like one part of it. So I mean, I have many different businesses that I'm gonna be launching. And so if anyone here knows about business and can speak about anything about business, we can line things up. Hey, let's do business. So yeah, we can do these things. I took my Claritin today, and my nose is not as stuffy as it usually would be if I didn't take it. So it is really working. I thought it wasn't, like, not like how I wanted to work. So coming up in January, I should have me a doctor in, like, in February, March. I can really have a lot of my dental taken care of and start working on my health a lot more, because I worked so hard all my life, been through stuff I shouldn't have been through because all I needed was help, and I neglected my health. So I do have things I have to take care of when it comes to my health. That's the most important thing, is my health, because without my health, try collective, I wouldn't be here, divine, right? I have to put the divine in there because, like, they be, man, listen here, look at, Believe me, they be around. They will slide up in the chat. They'll show up all kind of ways. And I like that. I appreciate it, man. Like, the most high, he'll show up. He don't watch me like that. He just can feel me, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he just tell me, like, just take it one day at a time. That's all you can do. And that's what I do. So, ouch. Hit my dog on knee, man. I love spinning around in my chair, man. I got another office chair downstairs, man. I like that one. But I don't, this mat that I have, it's not sturdy enough. I'm waiting on my car, man, so I can go get my stuff. I wanted to buy a washing machine. Really, actually, I wanted to buy a mattress by now. I have my bed set up, and then I would get me a um, washing machine at least. That way I can at least wash my clothes and I can just go to the dryer and dry them. Me, more knowing me, shoot, man, I would just make me a clothing line in here, just hang my clothes up like that and dry them here, cause like I could do that until I get my dryer. Because I seen one, it was a nice washer, and it was definitely affordable for the price. It was definitely affordable. I don't like going to laundromats because I start smelling like everybody else. I don't like that. I don't mind because I have no other choice, but yeah, I don't like smelling like everybody else. I can smell everybody else in my clothes. So I'm looking forward to getting me a washer and a dryer. Yeah, so I need my car, man. Dang. Like, I want to manifest that. I already did. That's how I got the car. I manifested it. Manifested that. So it's not here. Yeah. So it is what it is, player. I already ate. I'm like hungry. Like I've been just like actually I'm just picking the weight back up. My thighs getting back bigger. Like yes sir. Like my arms, my shoulders. Like I'm picking up, man. I've been through some hella stuff. Like I did do it to myself because, but like I was trying, like, and I was just desperate, like to reach out to other people. It wasn't no good for me, and like, and I knew it, but I thought we can work through this stuff together, and they didn't see it that way. They just want to stay being who they were, and that's like low vibrational. Even though I was maybe in low vibrational, but um, using substances, you know what I mean, like and hanging out, with my ex, basically, and other friends and stuff like that. Not many, but um, I was still in my truth, and that was a way for me to connect with other people. That's where we were, and I was trying to work through all of those things to just connect with somebody. I was in a desperado position, and nobody was there. And then next thing you know, the divine cleared the way, but I had to go through a lot to get out of that mess. You know what I mean? Like get away from around them people. So like my family and other people that were in my life. So um, I did that. So I can I can take, you know what I mean, the you know, I can say that I could have made better decisions and choices, but at the time, like I thought I was making good decisions and the best choices that I had that was in front of me, in which I knew that they wasn't gonna work. It was hard. I was trying to. It wasn't I was trying to force it, but I was in position like, dang, I need this to help with this, that, and the other, because I didn't have nobody else to help me. I needed somebody, and the people that would help me was, you know what I mean, was against me, and that's where it was. So, and I had to play that game. I tried to go, different avenues and different ways, but I was stuck. So I had to work with what I had, and next thing you know, the divine just got tired of it. The Most High was like, boom, just started showing me things and showing me who I was to help me out. And like, that's why I'm here, you know, by myself. And I spend 99% of the time by myself. I don't have phone calls when I'm talking to people on the phone all the time. Like, nobody calls my phone. I still call everybody else. So it's just me and spirit. So, and it's beautiful, but it's hard because, like, you know what? My ears don't ring as loud as they used to either. Not today. So yeah, that's a good thing. I appreciate the Most High, man, the Divine Mother and the Father, especially my baby. That's my baby. The Divine Mother, that's my baby. My pops, that's my baby too. Boy, like, man, he's so loving, man, and caring. Like, how would you take it if he like if you was to meet him, like, and he's just always just love and like, you know what I mean? He'll be boring to you because, like, he's like he's just all love. You know what I'm saying? But the Divine Mother, like, she all love too, but she don't fuck around. Like, period. Like, she don't play. Like, not at all. She like she can be scary. Like, for real. Like, yeah. And so, like, you need that type of stuff for the devil, like that part of God, to deal with the devil. And I can say I could be wrong, but at times I don't doubt it. I'm like, I question it. You know what I mean? But then I look around where I live now. I'm like, how can I question that? Like that's your answer all the time. So that picture got here up here in Massachusetts from Florida, and I've been waiting on that for so long, and it finally got here. I haven't hung it yet because I need to uh, figure out where I'm gonna hang it. You know what I mean? I need my vehicle so I can get around and start positioning things, putting things in place. This place where I live now is more of like a workspace. You know what I'm saying? Like a office home. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where I do a lot of business at here, at home, here. So like where I live, this is not home for me. So it's just a space where I do business, and I come here and sleep, and live while I work. So you all see me in here for a while in this office. Really, I'll be spending a lot of time. Maybe I want to spend more time on on live, on this channel in my office, and been working on my endeavors to share with the world. So we're gonna spend a lot of time in here, even though I have to be on the truck. So I don't know. Like, I'm, you know, it's like spirit is telling me, like, that's not my focus to show everybody, like, hey, I'm on the truck and stuff like that. I may drop short still, but not like go live and be on the truck and talking and speaking. I don't know yet. Like, so I don't think that I'm gonna be doing that. until I come here because it's all about the workshops. You know what I mean? And the progression of what I'm trying to get out to people around the world. And so that's the more of the focal point. And with my shorts, I can show you like how I'm going every day, step by step, and how hard I'm working, the way what I'm doing, and stuff like that. Uh, Working towards, you know what I mean, accomplishing my goals that I want to accomplish, and that's what working with um, everyone around the world that I can work with, and then it's just spread like a tree, just grow like a tree, rather. So we just start here. We just a little seed in the ground right now under the soil, but we sprout. We got to sprout. You know what I mean? That sun that got to that seed and through the earth and through that soil and we got to sprout. So we above the ground. I can't tell you that. So we're like, um, um, I'm gonna be doing my Jellic 3 workshop. When I say Jellic, that means number 3, workshop number 3. So it'd be like Jellic workshop number 4 that's coming up, or 3. I can't. Yeah, I think it's 3. And this one's gonna be more getting, you know what I mean, the blueprints out there for everyone to see. And then when I come live here, we can communicate and talk about the workshops and other endeavors we all can come up with, and we can just add on to, you know what I mean, what I bring to the channel, and then like somebody else can have something, we can put it together, and I can work with them. And we just keep networking like that. That's what this, you know what I mean, is that's what this tool is used for. So when I say like, so this channel is really basically a tool. This content is really a tool for something else, the growth of communities around the world. So I really can do this. I know I can. I have the experience. I have the heart. I have the mind. I have the strength, the courage. You know what I mean? Like I have all the tools. I'm a. You know what I mean? Like I'm built. I'm a beast when it comes to taking care of these blueprints and these assignments, these missions, things like that. So this is part of my assignment. So I really like to say assignment. My assignment is like governing a lot of things and making sure, things go in the right spaces, right places to help humanity. So, and I'm really good at doing that. And I can start speaking to people like men, women, and children, like, all of that, and understand on all of that. You can be light, you can be dark, you can be the fucking devil for all I care. I understand you too. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that part. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. So, boom, I holla straight up.